We are so back with the second season of My Dress Up Darling, where we have Marin still looking as fashionable as ever, and Gojo still being negative but still developing and improving around the episodes and battling the whole trauma from his past. But still, I am just so happy to say that if you love the first season, you are going to also love the second season because there was absolutely no drop in quality. The animation, writing, comedy, the fan service, wink, it was all still as good as it was in the first season, but not as ashy as the first season. There was fan service, but not to the extreme as the first season was. So let's also move on to me saying that even though that I love the second season as much that I did the first, one thing that I think that disappointed me a little is that there wasn't as much new cosplays as the first season. In the first season, I think that we got like 7 or 8 cosplay that Marin did. But in the second season, we only got like 3 new cosplays. And the bunny girl, the male host, and well, none from a horror game. But still, even though that they were very well done, I wanted a little bit more. But let me just say, there even though that the quantity wasn't there, the quality still definitely was, because the especially the second one, she did like in episode 6 or 7, where she did the whole male host with the white tuxedo. She not only did she did a perfect cosplay, obviously with the help of Gojo, but she also embodied completely the character. She went all out in that competition. It honestly, she does know how to play the audience, and it gave me chills and everything. And moving on from Marin, let me also talk a little bit of Gojo. Now, Gojo in the second season, he did in he still he's still the same negative person that he was in the first season. He is growing, that you can notice throughout the episode, growing a little bit of confidence, but still very little, that if you don't pay close attention you won't even see it, because he's still traumatized from the whole thing from his past, where one of his childhood friends just say, "Oh, gross, you like that type of thing." But after meeting in the second season cross-dressing cosplayer, not only in cosplay but also in his personal life, he was able to, and not only that, when he was talking about him doing cosplay to other of his schoolmates, and then, "Oh, it's cool, I have a brother that does makeup, I have another relative or friend that does female clothing, a seamstress." So he is finding that he is very well accepted by the people around him, and even thinking to myself, okay, I'm not weird. I think that that girl from my past, she's the weird one, that she just was close-minded and wasn't able to accept me for who I am and for my hobbies. So it's good that he is growing very slowly, but still he's still growing. And not only that, he also not only growing as a person, but also in his techniques when it comes to cosplays. Just like in the first season, we learned a couple of stuff when it comes to cosplay, when it comes to fake boobs, when it comes to different type of stocking. And let me just say about the stocking, Marin literally, I know that she does it only out of innocence, and she wasn't trying to torture the man, but she seriously was showing her stock, not only the stocking but also the bear behind in those photos, trying to show the different type of stockings. She was just torturing my man, please. She And sometimes she has a perverted mind, and sometimes she just so into her hobbies that she doesn't notice that what she's doing. There are other new side characters that were introduced in the second season, but honestly not all of them are as interesting. The only one that really captivated me is the one that I mentioned briefly before, the cross-dressing cosplayer Amane. Now, Amane is a very interesting character because I just love, because when they show his backstory, they show how from very young he liked girly things and was very well accepted by his family. They all encouraged him into, well, not encourage him, they were accepted his hobby and supported him. And not only that, even in, he was still very, Amane was very, maybe because of all this support that he received from friends and family, that once he got himself a girlfriend, because he still was just keeping the whole cosplay, cross-dressing cosplay a secret. But when the girlfriend found out about his hobbies and gave him an ultimatum, get rid of all that disgusting stuff and we can still be in a proper relationship, it was, oh, f no, we are breaking up. And he still was doing what he loves, continue doing what he loves, and Marin still being such a dork. I mean, she was celebrating one of her character's birthday, having a birthday cake, decorating the room and everything, and she was practically humping that body pillow. I mean, it's good that Gojo figured out that yes, she might be a very popular model, and there might be faces that she might shows other that you might not know about at the moment, but he definitely has some faces that only he knows about that nobody else does. So she is just, Marin is just great. She is so great in many ways. So I'm going to end it here and just say that I'm going to give this anime a score of 8, an 8 out of 10. I just love it. I cannot wait. The manga is completed, but I'm going to hold until we get our third season and maybe a fourth. I honestly don't know how much material we have, if there's going to be a third and fourth season, but still I'm going to wait patiently. In the meantime, have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're from. See you next video.